Welcome to this wonderful Saturday morning. How are you guys today? Whew, I got a powerful one for you today. Man, this you know, for those of you, let me start out with this. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is LJ Young, and I'm a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where everybody believes in credit and debt. Imagine a box. Remember the movie Matrix? You never really could see the outside world, just everybody lived in it. This is where everybody believes in credit and debt and believe they can't do anything or be anybody without having credit. Can't buy a car, washer and dryer, furniture, cell phones, you name it, anything that depreciates in value, anything that's not even worth the price tag on it when you buy it, they finance it. All right. Today's video is it's crazy because I don't know why. It's just maybe because it's just my passion, right? It kind of bothers me and upsets me that people in the debt matrix, they're getting so taken advantage of, but it is business. All right. Anything, the lawyers, the fees, whatever, it's all business. All right. So I never, ever mix your feelings with your money. Ever. Okay. So this is what it sounds like outside the debt matrix. 85% of Americans are in debt. They live in the debt matrix. Ill Wills, how are you doing? All right. Wonderful. I'm glad you're here to make it. 15% of us are not, okay? And whenever you mix your feelings with your money, this is what it sounds like outside the debt matrix. I always got to say this. If you go to my videos, it sounds like I'm repeating things, but I'm really not because it's a constant. Math will never change. That's why it sounds like I'm repeating, but I'm not. So when you mix your feelings with your money, this is what it sounds like outside the debt matrix. How do you feel about 5 plus 5 equaling 10? 1 plus 1 equaling 2? 2 plus 2 equaling 4. How do you feel about that? Does it make you happy, sad, jump for joy? Does it ruin your day? Does it upset your stomach? No, it's just 2. It's just 4. It's just 10, period. When it comes to your money, that's how you should always feel. Feelings have nothing. Now, I just said feels. That's how you should always look at your money, period. I don't care how you feel about math. I don't care about any other person feels about math. It's math, okay? Now, lately, I'm pulling up my notes here. Lately, I've getting a few clients that have filed. Oh, okay, cool. I've been getting more and more clients reaching out to me that have filed Chapter 13 or thinking about it, okay? And I'm here to tell you, like the title of this video that most people don't know, because I understand you're so emotionally wrapped up in your debt, you're only thinking with tunnel vision in yourself, okay? Which is understandable. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, right? But most people don't know the success rate, no, the failure rate of Chapter 13 is almost 70%. Almost 70% of people who file for Chapter 13 fail. They don't tell you that part, all right? Most people that filed Chapter 13, they're so focused on keeping their depreciating stuff. And for those of you that do not know what depreciation means, that's okay. I'm not calling you dumb, all right? When it comes to your money, if you don't know the definition of words, say you don't know the definition of the word. Don't pretend like you know. We are in the world of the internet, Google. Type it in Google and understand what that means. That means things that go down in value, and that's almost everything you finance. People, they finance depreciating things. Chapter 13. Ooh. All right. Let me go down my list, okay? Now, when you go see a lawyer and you filing for Chapter 13, you're already broke. You're filing because you have no money. They charge more money for Chapter 13 than a Chapter 7. And then they enter their fees inside of the Chapter 13 because you have no money. So they charge you more and make you pay over time. And before you get it actually discharged, you must pay the lawyer off. Guaranteed money. And I was reading, check this out. I was reading. So since people believe the myth of keeping their stuff, their depreciating stuff, some lawyers even push people that might have qualified for Chapter 7, push them to a Chapter 13. Because these people believe they're going to keep their stuff they don't even own. If they're making they're already making payments on it, right? You can't lose nothing you own, so obviously they're making payments on it. See what I'm saying? It's just, but people in the debt matrix don't see this. Hey, you want to keep your car, you want to keep your house, you want to keep whatever, go to Chapter 13 instead. And people do it. They're doing you so wrong. If this is you, they're doing you so wrong. Now, mind you, if you're a lawyer doing this, I'm not talking, and then people listening to this, I'm not talking negative about lawyers or lawyers that even do that. If you start to get angry about lawyers doing it, that's a feeling. That has nothing to do with nothing. This business. This is business. So if you're a lawyer that does that, I understand. I'm not talking negative about you, okay? Please understand. I understand it's business, okay? Now, I've even had, there's a few customers I'm working with right now, a few clients I'm working with, and and part of me helping them, they send me their Chapter 13 paperwork, right? So I can look it over, right? And I see, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stay on one. Okay, some have IRS debt. Okay, now this confused me. Okay, IRS debt, you cannot bankrupt IRS debt or student loan debt. But yet I see the IRS listed in the bankruptcy paperwork. I'm like, what the hell is it in there for? I don't get it. I don't get why it's in there if you can't bankrupt. The only thing they got people paying on is the interest and fees and maybe a little bit of the principal, maybe. But I guarantee you this, the majority of Chapter 13 filings go 5 years. At the end of 5 years, that IRS debt is going to be waiting for you on the other side. It ain't going nowhere. Because if that was the case, people that have IRS debt, they would put it all in there to get rid of it. That's not going anywhere. It's probably more of just to keep the IRS off your back. They will be waiting on the other side. Because if they let people file bankrupt IRS debt, there would be tax evasion everywhere. So you're going to go 5 years. They're going to put people in Chapter 13 for 5 whole years. Within that 5 years, you could have probably paid off that IRS debt. But 5 years and then wait on the other side? Mm-mm. And with a 70% failure rate? Mm-mm. I feel so sorry for people that don't know. I do. I do, man. I do. Because they're in the delusion that they're going to keep something that they don't even own in the first place. You cannot lose anything you own. I've read people trying to keep certain people trying to keep their car from being repossessed. So if something happens during the 5 years, then you're promising the trustee of the bankruptcy that nothing's going to happen to you in 5 years. Nobody can do that. That's predicting the future. So they keep filing over and over and over again so they can keep a depreciating car that ain't even worth. If you're in bankruptcy, trust me, you're way upside down in that car. I guarantee it, you're upside down in that car. Guarantee. So you're paying on something that's, first of all, financing a car just by itself, you're already upside down because it's not even worth the money you're financing it, right? It's not even worth it. But if you're in bankruptcy, that car's so far upside down and people are refiling and refiling over something they're trying to keep. They're doing you so dirty. If this is you, you're getting done so dirty. They're not even taking you to dinner. You don't even get dinner first. That's messed up, man. Oh, that's so messed up. Okay, let's go on. Let's keep going on. Oh, back to the upside down cars. I hate when I go off and skip my notes. Since the failure rate is so high, this is business. I don't care who, lawyers, car lots. This is business. I'm not mad at any of those guys doing anything to anybody that's filing Chapter 13 because they're not doing anything to you. You are doing it to yourself. And the reason why you don't know you're doing it yourself, you just don't know. That's it. That's nothing. There's something that you're not saying that this channel is going to show you. I'm raw with this, baby. Raw. Everything I'm saying to you is backed up with math. Everything. When you file, you put your car in there, say like you want to keep this depreciating object in your Chapter 13, whatever, you're upside down. The company that owns the cars, they rather get something than nothing. And I guarantee you, the company knows that the failure rate is 70% on Chapter 13. Once you fail, they get to come back on you, right? Plus, the interest keeps accruing inside of the Chapter 13. Interest doesn't stop just because you're making small payments. The money you're making, the money you're paying is probably just paying the interest on the loan anyway. And then once you fail, they're gonna get to repossess the car, and they get to keep all the money that you paid within it, repossess the car, sell it, and then the balance owed, they can sue you for it. Ain't that crazy? So if you're in 2 years, 3 years inside of a Chapter 13, you ain't doing nothing. Damn, they just doing people so dirty. And the people in the Chapter 13, they're focused on this depreciating stuff. And let me stay on track here. And if you have an FHA mortgage and you file in Chapter 13, you can forget about it. You don't even know that you couldn't afford the house in the first place. And you're filing Chapter 13 on top of the FHA mortgages or for people that will not accept that they cannot afford a home, period. And then you file in Chapter 13 on top of that, the bank knows you're never going to own that home. The only person that doesn't know it is you. Of course, ill wills. I want to change your life and change everybody's life that comes to my channel. I want to open your eyes to see what I couldn't see. I was wrapped up in that stupid nonsense. Once you get on this side, brother, oh my God. You're going to feel like a newborn baby with a diaper on in this financial world. You're going to be like, and be proud to be a baby over here. Be like, yep, I'm new to this and I'm wearing diapers. Sure is. As long as I'm out of that debt matrix nonsense, you better believe it. You come on this side, ill wills, I promise you. People in the financial world, they might say financial terms to you or say, have you been do you know about this? You're going to say, nope, I don't know about none of that. And you won't care if they look at you like, oh my God, you don't know, because half of them, I guarantee you, you're going to look at right now, you probably look at certain people and think they know about money and they're so high advanced because they have an accounting degree or they're a financial something. And you come out on the other side, when I open your eyes, I don't care who's watching this. When I open your eyes, you're going to look at that person and say, they didn't know. You put the word in there. I'm trying not to cuss, but when I want you to use cuss words, when I pause because I don't want to use a cuss word, I want you to use the cuss word because it's effed up. And it's nothing personal. Don't think I'm talking about any realtors that push people in FHA mortgages, lawyers that push you to Chapter 13. When you can qualify for 7, they push you to Chapter. It's just business. It's business. It's nothing personal. It's up to you to know before you go see these professionals. But I guarantee you this. If you could see the lawyers that push you to Chapter 13, I wish to God you could see their credit reports. You think because they're helping you file, they must know something about money. That's not true. You want to see? Check this out. This is all you got to do. When you go see a chapter, a bankruptcy lawyer, all right? You walk into their office. They usually have their fancy college degrees posted on the wall, okay? Look at the year they graduated. And then as you're going over your paperwork, ask them this. Hey, you still paying on your student loans? 9 times out of 10. Now they might not even answer you, but they can. This is the way to know if they're going to answer you correctly or not, without even answering you. As soon as you answer that question, if they don't say no right away, they're still paying on their student loans. I promise you. They don't even have to answer you to say, yeah, I'm still paying on them. They would, because if I was a lawyer and if somebody asked me, am I still paying on my student loans? I'll say, hell no. But if they don't answer you right away, just take that as a yes, okay? Then look at their age, look at the year they graduated, and look at all their kid pictures on their desk, and then calculate and say, wait a minute, their student loans are older than their children, but they're helping you file bankruptcy? That doesn't make sense. CENTS. They don't know either. It doesn't matter your job title. Don't be fooled by that nonsense. Here is the channel that's going to change your life forever. I'm unlike anybody on YouTube, baby. Anybody. Ain't that a huge claim? You think I'm bragging, huh? Nope. I'm just showing you what my teacher in 5th grade told me, Miss Klingensmith, about math and money. That's it. Nothing more than that. I'm not special. Let's go on to my list. Lawyers charge more for Chapter 13 cases. You ever wonder why that is? That's weird, huh? Because they know if you're coming in there, you're broke. They got to stretch these payments over the time of your loan or your time of your Chapter 13 process. So they're going to get their money. It's nothing personal. It's business. All you got to do is ask them when you come in there and say, hey, how come you guys charge more for Chapter 13 than 7? They might make up some cockamamie story. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's business. Because you're broke. All you're doing is focused on keeping your depreciating objects. Who knows what people are focused on? They're so focused on things they don't own. It doesn't matter. Hey, we'll wrap it up inside of the bankruptcy. Whatever. You just thinking, okay, whatever. I'll make the payments. And check this out. I'm looking at my notes again. How many people, because people that file bankruptcy, they don't understand. They know they're in debt. That's why they're filing Chapter 13. But how many just automatically file for, even if they know they can get Chapter 7 that will wipe out everything, get a fresh start. They choose Chapter 13 to keep their depreciating stuff. How many just even, hey man, I want to keep my house, I want to keep my car, I want to keep whatever. They just choose Chapter 13 and think they're winning, having no clue that the failure rate is almost 70%. I always tell this story. This is off my notes. I always tell this story. Some people recognize me when I'm in the gym. I'm from Seattle, okay? So some people know what I do. They know both I have Food Ain't My Daddy and Debt Ain't My Daddy. But when I'm in the gym, I had a friend that came up to me and told me he just filed Chapter 13 so he could keep his house and blah, blah, blah. You know what he told me in the gym? Now, I don't make a face. I don't down anybody because I understand that people don't know. You know what he told me? He just got approved for Chapter 13. You know what he just told me? Hey, I'm looking at this new Jaguar. What? What did you just say to me? I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what? But this is what I said to him. Hey, you know what? You probably shouldn't do that. You think he heard me? He was already signing the paperwork for that new Jag. I already talked to the dude, da da da. Now you have a trustee assigned to your case. I guarantee you, whoever he's buying this Jaguar from, it is going to 29.99% and not reported to the credit bureau. It's going to be pretty much invisible. They're doing him for this worthless Jaguar. He hasn't learned anything. He's going right back into payments right after filing Chapter 13. Does that make sense to you? That's what it is. It's me, Ill Wills. It's me, man. I can't help it. It bothers me. I looked at him. I said, hey, man, you shouldn't do that. Hey, thanks for your help, man. Bye-bye. I said, see you later. Back in the debt matrix you go. See you later. Bye-bye. He'll never be free. Had a house with 5, 6 bedrooms in it, and he's by himself. I said, hey, man, why don't you just let that thing go? That's too much, Oh, nah, man. I've been in it this many years, blah, blah, blah. I guarantee you he has an FHA mortgage. He'll never pay that house off. It's business. I get it. If on the other side, let me tell you what it is. On the business side, I promise you, you get out of debt matrix, you will see this. On the business side, we need people to stay in the debt matrix in order for the 15% of us to become rich with a business. That's business. We need people to continue to finance cell phones, finance cars, furniture, washer and dryers, lawnmowers, weed eaters, juice, food. We need those people. Ain't that messed up? You substitute the word. And you see how I accidentally almost cursed? Because that's how it is. I want to use that curse word so you can feel it. Use it on yourself if this is you. Go in the mirror and say that to yourself. That's effed up. If you don't know the percentage rate on your finance car, you go to the mirror and say, that's effed up. And say your own name. Oh, yeah. Those are signs, Ill Wills. Those are signs. When you're on this side of the game, oh, yeah, you can see how the whole infrastructure works. Believe that. I'm down here in South Carolina. There are car dealerships that line the freeways. Have you seen CarMax? Have you guys seen the sizes of CarMaxes? They're football fields. CarMaxes are the size of football fields. Why is that? Because people are financing cars. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Pawn shops remember back in the day how pawn shops used to be raggedy and tore down, messed up stuff in there? Pawn shops look like a freaking mall now. They're amazing to walk in and see. I go to pawn shops and shop. I don't go to regular stores. Regular stores for people that are in debt, that do not have cash and only can use credit cards. When you're locked to a credit card, you only can buy things at full price. That's people in the debt matrix. Okay, back to my thing. All right. Okay. Now, usually Chapter 13 is between 3 to 5 years. The majority are going 5 years. Now, check this out. A person that got themselves in trouble in the first place because of not making payments. Now, you believe after you sign them up, they're going to make payments on time for the next 5 years? Sorry. This channel is the real. I'm not here for you to like me. I'm here to bring you the real. You can like me if I help you, but if you're mad at what I'm saying, hey, I'm sorry. You probably got to go find one of those credit fixers that can help you in 30 days. There's a million of them out there. You ever wonder why there's a million credit fixers out there? Why is that? Because they're not doing anything for you. You're still in debt. It's crazy. This is the real. The likelihood of you finishing a payment plan that they create for you is highly unlikely. Google it. Almost 70% of Chapter 13s fail. I didn't even look up how many refile and refile and refile. And here's another thing. This is messed. Oh, this is messed up. This is messed up. When you file and fail, Chapter 13 still remains on your credit record for 7 years, fail or not. And then when you keep refiling, it just changes the date on your credit report. Mm, mm, mm. You come to me, Chapter 13 or not, I can get you out of it. It's gonna be raw, baby. Don't even worry. Hey, if you're not ready, don't even come to me. Don't even come to me. Because when I tell people, when I'm on the phone with people that's in Chapter 13, and I tell them what they have to do to get out of that stupid nonsense, it gets quiet. I personally already know what that means. They don't know. I know why they're quiet. I know in their mind they're like, ooh, man, I didn't know I have to do that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And it's going to take you a few years. And yes, you're going to have to pay me over those years. But I'm going to get you out. Everything I teach you is going to be justified with math. I'm going to let you use your own calculator, and I'm going to use my own calculator. And if our numbers match, you're on the right path. But if you're stuck in the debt matrix saying, ooh, I don't want to lose my FHA home. I don't want to lose my upside down car. I'm not the person for you. Go check out a credit fixer. I have no idea what they can do in that situation, but if you believe in it, go ahead. And then when you go see them, ask them to prove everything what they're doing with math. See if their numbers match the numbers we come up with. It's not. I guarantee you half the credit fixers you go see, if you can see their entire credit report, oh, by the way, you can go see mine. I post it every month. DebtAintMyDaddy on Instagram. DebtAintMyDaddy on Facebook. Go see my whole entire credit report. And when you go see it, I'm not bragging. I only look at it to show you guys every month. I don't care what it is. Don't even care. Whatever. It goes up and down like this all the time. Why does it do that? I don't know. Who cares? But then when you go look at it, ask yourself, how come he's the only person on the internet that shows his entire credit report? You think I'm bragging when I say that. Go check for yourself. Go search Instagram. Go search Facebook. Go search any other, Twitter, whatever. See how many people you find that shows their entire credit report. Not just their credit score, their entire credit report. And then ask yourself, why is that? And then you come back to my channel. I will change your life. I will change your financial tree. That's a bold statement, ain't it? It's true. Let's go on to my list. Let's go down my list. I wrote this out this morning, man. I was so hot just writing it. Good morning, the beauty jock. Good morning. Welcome. Appreciate your participation, as always. You know, and now there's a trustee. There's a trustee assigned to your case when in Chapter 13, right? He's not free. Filing those Chapter 13, filing that Chapter 13 paperwork, that's not free either. You're coming to them because you're broke. You're going deeper in debt. Don't even know it. Don't even know it. They're just taking advantage of you. Again, they're not even taking you to dinner first. No dessert for you. You don't even get a ride to the office. You catch the bus. Slave. You're a slave. At their mercy. Don't even know it. But it's business. I'm not talking negative about anybody that is participating in the business of bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is a business. If you can get Chapter 7, let me tell you something. Okay, so you guys, those of you that might even qualify for Chapter 7, this is what you're not seeing. Chapter 7 is there for a reason, to give you a fresh start. If you effed up, Chapter 7 gives you a plain Jane field to start back when you were 18. But this time, you're going to start with knowledge to say, oh, I'm not going to do, and this is the easiest way. If you do everything opposite than the majority, you get chapter 7 and you do everything opposite of the majority financially, you will be rich. Google mortgage debt. It's in the trillions. Don't get a mortgage. Credit card debt is in the trillions. Don't use credit cards. Car loan debt is in the trillions. Don't get a car loan. Student loan debt, which is the worst debt, only second to IRS debt. Student loan debt is only second to IRS debt. Don't get a student loan. There's different ways, but I'm just saying. And if you have one, you put all your focus on paying that joint off. If you are one that has cracked your freaking lips to say, student loans are forever loans, you're in a debt matrix. Student loans are only forever loans student loans are forever loans only for people that believe they're forever loans. And if you call yourself a forever student, you are a forever slave. I feel sorry for you. You know why people call themselves forever students? Because they have accepted that they'll never pay off their student loans. And as soon as they stop, those student loans are due. So they continue to go to avoid, they continue to go so they won't, to avoid the student loan payments. That is the dumbest, stupidest. If you ever hear somebody say that, understand that they will die with debt. They will be paying their student loan with their Social Security checks. Nobody in the world can go to school forever. Nobody. One day you will have to stop. Say bye-bye to Social Security check. Say bye-bye to income tax check refunds. Say bye-bye to them. You're not getting any of that. Back to the bankruptcy stuff. All right, let me see what else I did. Now at the end of each month, when they create you a Chapter 13 plan, they say you're going to be paying this much money a month. And then that money is broke up to all the other bills. How much could possibly be going to all these bills? Peanuts. That money's only paying the interest that's accruing on those debts. It can't be going to principal. That's mathematically impossible. 70% failure rate. Those debts are going to be waiting for you. Those vultures they're ready to pounce, baby. As soon as you fail, those businesses, they're ready to pounce. They rather have something than nothing. They can wait. They understand if they're a smart business person, they understand that that's just depreciating stuff. That's on you that believes that it's worth anything, whatever. But as soon as you fail, 70% failure rate of Chapter 13, they're going to pounce. Repossess your car, keep all your money that you were paying all through the Chapter 13, which is peanuts anyway, sell the car, and then when they sell it, they're going to come after you for the balance. Sorry. That's harsh, huh? If this is you, I probably sound like I'm talking about you, huh? Those are feelings. Get your feelings out of it. Always separate your feelings from your money. Let's see. Start finding those that don't. Okay, I already talked about that. Jaguar, Chapter 13. Collection count. Oh, okay. I already said that. The collection, and just think about this. Once you fail, 70% failure rate, I keep repeating it. Most of that stuff is going to go to collections. Those are the real vultures. Woo, woo. I'm not even talking negative about collections agencies. I'm not even talking negative. This, if you're a collection agent or you own a collection company, I'm not talking negative about you. I understand it's business. They owe the money. They owe the money. You hear people always talk negative about, oh man, they keep calling me. Oh, they're not supposed to do this. You owe money. What do you mean? I don't get it. What, are they not supposed to? Do you owe the money? Yeah, I'd be calling you. I don't get it. No collectors call me. You know why? Because I don't owe anybody money. I don't finance stuff. When you don't finance and you're not in debt, collection agencies don't exist for you because you don't owe anybody money. So if you're a person that's always, if you're complaining about collection agencies, right? And then you complain about calling you, and then you complain to another person that has the same problem, and then another person with the same problem, you guys are all in a debt matrix. The reason why you guys can talk amongst each other, because you're in the same debt matrix. You get out of the debt matrix. When I hear people talk like that, I leave the room. I don't want to hear that nonsense. I just want to go in. Hey, you know, you guys don't even have to be here. You guys know you don't even have to have them calling. You know why? Pay it off and they will stop bothering you. Doesn't that sound so simple? It's not in a debt matrix. Money's spoken in two languages. When you get out of the debt matrix, money, you understand money is spoken in two languages, debt and debt free. If you've been in debt all your life, you only speak debt. You say things like, hey, everybody has a car note. That's not true. That's debt speak. Everybody needs credit cards for emergencies. That's not true. That's debt speak. If this is you and you talk like this out loud, you have no idea how many knees are standing around you. You want to point them out? You want to see who they are? Those are the people that stay quiet. They don't say anything. Pay attention to the ones that join your conversation when you guys start talking debt, and pay attention to the ones that say nothing. That's who you need to focus in on. Why is that person not saying anything? How come I don't never hear them complaining about student loan debt and collectors and overdue bills? How come? We, the 15% of us that are financially free, we must remain quiet, even because we got to navigate through the debt matrix. It's part of life. There's more people in debt than not. If we want to keep our friends, if we want to participate in just family functions and ball games and barbecues, we must shut the hell up. Because people in the debt matrix, they have a problem for every solution. I just got to be quiet. Oh man, yeah, man, I got to work these overtime hours, man. I got these debts. I go, oh man, yeah, that's messed up. Shut up. Crazy, huh? We have to we have to fit in. That's we're gonna stand out, because people in the debt matrix, you get them, hey man, I can help you out of that. Oh, Linnell, you think you better than us. Oh man, you ain't rich, you ain't no millionaire. Why are you saying? Because people in the debt matrix think money is a look. You think you can look at somebody and say, oh, they're rich. That's a lie. That's what they show you on Instagram and Facebook, that money's a look. That's why they always have props in the background when they're making videos. Pay close attention to this when you're watching some kind of Instagram video. They'll show up a phone. This is standard. Show up a phone, go back and forth just like this. So you can see the cars, the houses in the background. And then when you see that, you automatically associate them with that stuff and say, oh, they must know what they're talking about, else they wouldn't have those props. You have no idea if they own any of that stuff. If he could probably go over his friend's house. Hey man, you mind if I stand? You can go through a nice neighborhood. Every neighborhood has public sidewalks, okay? Anybody can walk on public sidewalks. That's 100% legal. You can walk on a public sidewalk in front of anybody's house. Start your live video in front of anybody's house. You don't even have to say the house is yours behind you. You don't have to say the cars that are behind you are yours. You just make a video and people will automatically, only people in the debt matrix believe that nonsense. Oh man, look, he must be doing it big. Look at his house, look at his cars. He didn't even say none of that stuff was his or hers. Stop falling for the props. Rich is not a look. Think about it this way. If the majority of people are in debt and you have money, why in the world would you want the majority of people that are broke to know you have money? You're setting yourself up to get robbed, stolen from, whatever. That makes absolutely no sense. Because debt is emotional, and we've been so confused. Exactly. Exactly, the beauty job. Exactly. I was conditioned for 40 years of my life to believe all that nonsense. Credit score, everybody has car notes, everybody needs credit cards for emergencies, multiple credit cards, or even this, if you have a certain type of credit card, that you're something. If you have, I remember bragging on my credit card limits. Ooh, I got 10 on this, 30 on that, blah, blah, blah. None of that's my money. None of it. Who cares of the credit card limits? And the biggest one, I saw this the other day. The big Visa black card or whatever, it's made out of metal and all this other stuff and all this stupid nonsense. Who cares? They came up with this is what they did. This is crazy because I saw this on Facebook or Instagram. It came in this fancy box. They opened the box up, the card's in there. They clicked it on the table. Ding, 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 ding. You know, it's not plastic, right? Whatever, right? It's made out of some cheap aluminum that they found. Got a fancy box, no different than what Apple does with their phones. They put it in this fancy box to people don't even want to throw away the box. It's so fancy. Not even realizing you're paying for all that fancy stuff. You're paying for all of it. It's not free. I don't know why people don't understand that, else they wouldn't make the box. But anyway, and they open this up and this fancy credit card and they want to pull it out of place. Oh man, it shut down the store when I walk in this with this. Are you crazy? Who cares? You're bragging on the bank's money because they made a card out of some cheap recyclable aluminum that they found in the junkyard probably. I'm not knocking Visa. I think it's Visa. I'm not knocking them for their plan A. This is business, baby. If you can make Visa executives, if you're listening to this, I'm asking you this, okay? Visa executives, Visa marketers, I'm asking you this because I need your help. I need your help. How did you make millions upon millions of people and pay a yearly fee for it, okay? A yearly fee. How did you make them believe that this hunk of aluminum is something? Who came up with that idea? How'd you guys do that? And make people strive to get it and put it in their wallet and make it think like it's something. So when they go to a bar or a restaurant, they pull it out and let it slap on the table so it can make that distinct aluminum sound, unlike plastic. And they don't even, and the people that's going to look, I mean, if I heard the sound, I'd probably look, but I wouldn't look like, ooh, that's one of those Visas with the black card. I don't give it what it is. Sounds like debt to me. And they're paying, oh God, next, let's get off this. All right. If you are thinking about chapter 13 or in the chapter 13, okay, I can help you. I can help you. It's going to take years. Before you even call me, it's going to take years to get you out of it. Not out of the chapter 13, out of the situation that put you in chapter 13. You can get out of chapter 13 anytime you feel like it. You can't even, you know what's crazy? Once you're in chapter 13, you can't even pay it off early. You got to ride out the whole 5 years following all these rules inside the trustee agreement, inside the chapter 13 agreement. You got to follow all these rules. And you know what's so crazy? People believe that it specifically says inside chapter 13, if you don't follow these rules, we're going to kick you out of the program, right? It's in there. But people go and get side jobs, totally forgetting that they must use their social security number to get the job. Not tell the chapter 13 trustee, like they're not going to find out. All they got to do is just run your social security number. Or wait to the end of the year when you When you file your taxes, come on. This is the reason why people don't know this, because they live in a debt matrix. They don't even know. They don't even know. As soon as they run your social security number or check your tax statements, they're going to say, "Hey, you didn't tell us about this money." And what is the person going to say? "Oh, I forgot," or I mean, whatever. Kicked out. Then the vultures are back on them. Oh my God, oh my God. Here comes the emotion, the beauty job. Here comes all the emotions, the stress. I got to file again. Mm, mm, mm. Now, when they file again, the balances that accrued inside of the first chapter 13 are higher. So now they're deeper in debt when they file again. That's messed up. Mm, mm, mm. I actually feel sorry for people like that. I do. And they're not doing anything to you. The bankruptcy is a business, just like any other business. When you're filing lawyer fees, filing fees, whatever other fees that are associated with it, and you do it repeatedly, so you don't get your car repossessed, a worthless piece of depreciating stuff. For those that are doing it to keep their home and your FHA mortgage, let that house go. Don't worry about what the other people in the debt matrix are going to think if you lose your house. If they say, "Hey man, what happened to that house that you had over there?" You know what you say to them? If you want to tell them, "I lost it." How come? "I was broke." Say that. Especially, and this is how, usually, because I'm telling you, the people that's going to ask you those kind of questions, or that are going to make it's kind of, "Oh, I feel bad for them" kind of face. If you want to know if they're in the same situation as you, check out their new iPhone 11 in their hand, and then ask them, "Hey, did you pay cash for that?" They're going to tell you no. Then what the hell are they doing with it in their hand? If they financed a cell phone, they're in the same situation as you, if not worse. If they got a deal, if they're driving up in a new car and they think they got a great deal on it and they financed it, nobody gets a finance car on sale. Nobody. Nobody. Look at the back of the 72-month paperwork. That's their sale price. If this is you, that's your sale price. Good morning, Fred. How are you today? Good morning. Stop listening to people in the debt matrix. Nobody, have you noticed, nobody goes to anybody else and say, "Hey man, check it out, man. Yeah, I filed chapter 13. I filed bankruptcy." Nobody says that. They think it's a secret. It's only a secret to people in the debt matrix. I can look at somebody and know that. Now, well, not look at them. I got to hear them speak. But I can sort of look at somebody and tell if they're in debt. I can. I'm not special. I can just look, just hear him talk, just hear him say a couple of things about money. If I hear him speak about money, I don't have a superpower. My teacher, Miss Klingensmith, in 5th grade, she showed me all this. Know why I still remember her name? I used to love those math and money games. I used to get gold stars by my name. You know, the times tables, like, and then they mixed it with money. I was like, yeah, oh, that's a dime? Okay. So if I take away the dime, it's 90 cents. And if I put it back, it's $1? Oh, okay. She taught me that back in grade school. Step out in the world, the conditioned world, they say, "Hey, you don't need all that stupid math. You need credit." And I was like, really? Because I specifically remember this, okay? I remember getting my first credit card. It was a JCPenney's credit card. Okay. It was $300. And I remember asking myself, because there was nobody else to ask, I said, okay, instead of just paying cash for this shirt or whatever I was trying to buy with it, right? Instead of paying cash for it and be done with it, I need to use this plastic and pay it over time so I can build up credit. It made absolutely no sense to me. But since everybody in the debt matrix was saying that, yeah, Linnell, that's exactly what you need to do. I'm 16. I'm new to earth. Everybody around has been here for years. So I figured they must know what they're talking about. Look at their car. Look at their house. Look at their clothes. I had not one person tell me that. No, I can't say that. My grandfather's told me. I still didn't listen to him. I specifically remember my grandfather. Here I'm in my 30s. My grandfather said, after the fact, my grandfather said, "Hey, you got a car?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I got a car. What kind of car you got?" I said, "A Lexus." He said, "You making payments?" I said, "Yeah." Right. In my mind, I'm thinking, I'm making six figures. I can afford it. Right. And you know what he said to me? He just shook his head. "Oh, I'm sorry, baby." No, he didn't say I'm sorry. He just goes, And I looked at now I didn't disrespect him, but in my mind, I was like, why my grandfather tripping? I can afford that payment. I just didn't know. I didn't know why he was shaking his head like that. I used to love those games, Fred. Loved them. You know why we didn't apply it on our finances? You know why? Because the conditioned collective in the debt matrix said that was stupid and wrong. Now, if I still remember to this day my grandfather's face shaking his head like this. He just kind of laid his head down. We were sitting on the porch of his house, and he'd go, I was like, dang, why is he looking like that? I can afford the monthly payment. I didn't know. Now, when I hear people speak now about money, honestly, I made this channel because I want to help people. I want to help people feel this freedom. You get on this side, if you've been in debt all your life and you've been trained to think that debt is part of life, I'm here to tell you that is wrong. That is a myth. On this side of the game, on this side of the financial world, I've been more free. I've been more free than I ever have in my life. I have no problems, none. No problems. None. No financial problems, at least. Let me make that specific. I have no financial problems. None. None. Check this out. This was going to even trip you even more. I don't even think about money. Don't even think about it. Ain't that crazy? When you're in debt, you always think about money. You're stuck in survival mode. Always stuck in survival mode. I don't even think about money. The only time I really even think about it is when I have to. I got to pay my rent. Car insurance. I only pay car insurance every 6 months. This is off the subject. These are things that I teach you once you get out of the debt matrix, okay? Did you know when you pay your insurance monthly, right? They charge you a fee for paying your insurance each month. There's a fee. I pay it every 6 months. Once I found that out, I was like, what is that? Oh, we charge a monthly fee. You charge me a fee to get the money that must pay you to pay my insurance? How do I avoid that? You pay it every 6 months. That's what I want to do. You know what? The beauty job. Let me tell you something. I promise you, okay? What I'm teaching you here is unwritten. And once you get out of debt, let me be specific. Once you out of debt, the beauty job, you will know everything. You will see everything. You don't need no fancy finance degree. You don't need none of that. All you need to know, you barely even know. You just need to know. You need to know how to use your calculator app. That's it. That's it. Once you get out of debt, you will understand how taxes work. I clearly see the purpose of taxes. This is why. Think about it this way. This is why if you do tax evasion, you can go to prison. Do you ever stop to say, why is that? Because it's the backbone of the whole system. You take the time to get out of the debt matrix saying, oh man, taxes is keeping me down. They're the reason why I'm broke, blah, 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 blah. Oh, the rich don't pay taxes. The rich must pay taxes. That's tax evasion. If they don't, they will go to prison. You don't believe me? Then why are millionaire stars going to jail for tax evasion? If the rich don't have to pay taxes, why are stars going to jail for evading taxes? That's not true. Connect the dots. You will see, oh, the rich pay taxes, but not the same as a person that doesn't understand how taxes work. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. I made a video the other day. Check it out. The Beauty Jock. I don't know if you saw it. Here's an example of how a regular person can practice how to avoid tax evasion is illegal. Tax avoidance is legal. Okay? All you got to do is pay less taxes. This is what the rich do because they have the money to do it. They figure out a way how to pay taxes less than the majority. If you pay less taxes than the majority, that's tax avoidance because once you're out of the debt matrix, you start looking at money collectively instead of individually. Okay? So here's an example. Once you're debt free, you can afford to max out your 401k. As of this year, you can put in $19,000. Okay? Now, if you max out your 401k, you get to put money away into your retirement that earns interest. Okay? Money away for retirement, that's the 1 plus. It earns interest, that's the 2 plus. You get to take that same $19,000 off your taxable income for the year, which brings you down in your tax bracket. People in debt cannot see this, nor can they do this because they're in debt. So they stay high in their tax bracket. You bring yours down. The difference between the people that have to stay up high and the people that can come down low, there's a tax money difference. That's money in your pocket. That's 3. Money in retirement that earns interest, that's 2. And the tax saving that you save more than the 85% of people that cannot is money in your bank account. Tax avoidance. People in debt can't see that. That's why they call it phantom income. It's only phantom to those in debt. See what I'm saying? So you don't need no fancy degree. And this is the Beauty Jock. This is how you're going to pick the right. You don't even need to know about taxes. This is how you pick the correct tax person. You ask to see their credit report. If they're in collections, if they've been paying on their student loans are older than their children. They have IRS debt. That's not the tax person you want because that person doesn't know the basics. You got to stop and ask yourself, how come that tax person doesn't know basic math? How come they don't know that? You better not use them. If they're go look at my entire credit report. This is how yours will look once you're debt free. Once you're debt free, everybody that you deal with your money, their full credit report better look like mine. When I pick somebody, their credit report better look like mine. It better. If not, I'm not using them. Nope. Nada. Their full credit report. I don't care about a person's credit score. You know why? I'm going to give you guys another secret. I always go off the topic. Let me give you another secret, okay? People with low, bad credit scores are closer to financial freedom than people with high credit scores. People in the debt matrix don't know this. All that matters is who's closer to 0. People with high credit scores are usually buried so deep in debt, 300,000-400,000. People with low credit scores can't really get loans to bury themselves, so they only owe about 20,000. 30,000. I know it seems like a lot because they're thinking individually. That's all. And nobody can see other people's full entire credit report. They don't know. They're in a debt matrix. They can't see it. I understand. I get it why they don't know. But they don't realize, use the basic math that we learned in grade school. Who's ever closer to zero is the winner. And then when you get to zero, say like this, you wake up out of debt matrix and you get to zero. You pay off all your debt and you get to zero. And somebody asks you, hey, what's your net worth? You know what you'd be proud to say? Zero. How much is your net worth? Zero. Goose egg. Now, people in the debt matrix, they're going to think, oh, that person's broke. They have no idea. They're deep in the negative because they're fooled by all the stuff they finance that they think is theirs. Their car, their house. Oh, that homeless person, they don't have a house. The difference between a homeless person and a person with a mortgage, the homeless person knows they don't own a home. The person in the mortgage, they think they own a home, but they don't. Ain't that crazy? Don't even know. It's so sad. This is your channel. Everything I'm saying, I can prove with 100% with math. Everything. Chapter 13 is not going to save you. It's not. You're in chapter 13 because you wasn't making payments on time. So you think somehow you're going to be in chapter 13 for 5 years. And then now you're going to make payments on time with less money at the end of that's not going to happen. Almost 70% failure rate. Find out how many, and if you know somebody that has filed chapter 13, right? Ask them how many times have they filed for chapter 13. You know somebody with an FHA mortgage? Ask how many times they've refinanced their house in the same FHA mortgage. Let me tell you something. This is the place. I am the person that you can come to and tell without feeling embarrassed about your financial decision. Because I let you know those are wake-up calls. That's nothing to be embarrassed about. Nothing. I will make you proud to say your net worth is zero. I'll make you proud of that. Add up all your savings. Add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. It's going to be a large negative number. You need to sit on that for a month, 2 months. Ask 20, 30 of your friends. See if they know the exact number of debt they're in. And when they come back and tell you no, they will. They'll come back and tell you no. Most of them just guess. Then you come back, look in the mirror and say, hey, how come I'm the only person that knows how much debt I'm in? Then you come back to the channel. You email me, set up an appointment. I will tell you why. I will show you why. And I'll teach you along the way. And each month that goes by, you're going to learn something more and more and more. And then one day it's going to freaking click. And this was going to happen because it happened to me. You're going to be mad at yourself for at least a year. You're going to be around your friends and your coworkers, and they're going to be speaking debt. It's going to irritate you. But you better shut up. You better not say a word if you want to continue to be your friends. If you want to continue to keep your friends, you better shut up. You better not even tell them when they start complaining about the phone bill, and I show you a way how to get the same phone bill on the same major networks for a quarter of the price. You better not even tell them about that if you want to keep your friends. I almost lost most of my friends, relatives, everybody. These are people that I love, that I'm not even trying to scam on them. I just wanted them to feel this freedom. Better not do that. The debt matrix is powerful. Powerful. And all you got to do is remember, when they don't hear you or listen to you, I had to do this. I must remember, I lived there. And I thought and talked just like him out loud. I used to say these things out loud. Better not do that. This is a place where you can tell me everything, everything, everything. And some, okay, I've been noticing I've been getting some emails with a brief saying or whatever. And hey, what about this situation? I can briefly write you back, but you got to pull the trigger, baby. You got to pull the trigger. You got to spend some money. You will. I'm not free. I'm here to help, but I still got to eat. I will always have the correct mathematical answer for you. I promise. And I don't even know who you are. Don't even know. Don't even need to know. I just use math. Oh, nice. $27,000. Woo! You on the stretch. You on the home run. I remember the beauty job. I remember my student loan was around that amount, which was my last debt. What people don't realize, even though that's a large number, when you don't have any other debts, oh man, you just throw chunks at it. Boom, 2,000, 25, 3,000. That thing chop, 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 and then one day it's gone. And this was going to happen to Beauty Jock. This was going to happen when that last debt is paid off, and you get that next job paycheck. You're going to do this is going to happen. Oh damn! Well, I got so much money in my account. Did I forget to pay something? Let me go through the list. What, honey, did I forget hey, did I forget? There's nothing there. And this is what you do. Log into your account and just look at it. Look at it just like this is what I did. I was like, there's two things going to happen, okay? Let me tell you what's going to happen. Good and bad. You're going to be like, wow. And then you're going to say, I should have had 15, 20 times that as long as I work. I've been working since age 16. Why am I fascinated at 10, 20,000 in my account? Okay, that's just a phase. You're allowed to have feelings at that point, okay? That's cool. That's cool. But then what's going to happen, you're going to start seeing other cut. When you get there, the Beauty Jock, you need to sign up for my service. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of things. That's why I create videos called Life After Debt, or what is my series? Debt, I forgot. You know what I'm saying. The Life After Debt, whatever, right? I'm going to show you a bunch of things that you could not see that's going to cut expenses even more. And this is what's going to happen. You're going to find that life's not even expensive at all. Life is not even expensive. And then people are going to wonder, why is this woman so happy all the time? Every day she wakes up, it's sunny, even when it's raining. They're going to wonder why. You can't tell them. If you say, hey, I'm happy because I'm not in debt, they're going to say, what the hell are you talking about? You're not in debt. Everybody's in debt. What do you mean? And then they'll start saying things like, this is what they always do. Everybody has rent and food, not the things that keep you alive. If you think the things that keep you alive is the reason why you're in debt, you're highly mistaken. But you can't explain that to the people in the debt matrix. You're going to remember, they only speak debt. That's why they're not going to understand what you're saying. So you better stay quiet. Now, as a woman, I don't know what you're into, right? Women like fancy designer stuff, whatever. Now remember, you can still buy that stuff, but you no longer have to pay full price for that stuff. Nothing. You buy all your stuff that you want from people in credit trouble for half the price. Let them believe that you're paying full price like them when you're not. Housing prices will no longer matter to you. None of them. Because if the majority of people that believe they're homeowners while they're having a mortgage, and other people on top of that have FHA mortgages, you can live anywhere you want for a quarter of the price. Pick a place where you want to live. Just wait till somebody get a divorce, company closes down, they get laid off, whatever. There's a million things that can happen to people within 30 years. A million. Like I always tell you, I'll be the first to welcome you over here. And then you come to me, I'm going to give you so many tips. Oh my God, you're going to be mad at yourself. You're going to be so mad. You're going to be like, you're going to think, oh man, I could have been, you're gonna think back all the years that you just threw away money. Okay, that's cool. That's part of the process. Whatever. Get over that. Because the rest of your life, because you paying off this debt is painful, ain't it? Ain't it painful? You the middleman right now. You're getting your job, you getting your check from your job, you're handing it to the debt. You're getting it from your job. Hey, thank you, job. And Uncle Sam says, hold up, let me get my piece. Now you can give it to, okay. Job, Uncle Sam, debt. Job, Uncle Sam, debt. No, it's actually Uncle Sam, job, you, debt. That's what it is. Uncle Sam always get his part first, right? Then once you're out of debt, and I did this the other day, check this out, all right? Once you're out of debt, you can afford to max out every single pre-tax option your job has to offer. 401k, HSA. 401k is $19,000, okay? People in debt can't afford to fill that up. Can't do that. I'm almost 50, so I can add another 6. That's $25,000, okay? All right. And then I max out my family HSA with a health savings account is $7,000. That's $32,000 that's off my taxable annual income. Boo. That's a savings and taxes that the people in the debt matrix can't even see, nor can they afford. Your money will be stacked so fast. Not like, people think, oh, they got to be rich to do that. No, you don't. That's not true. And then when you learn these same habits and you decide to open up your own business, you're going to carry those same habits over to your business. You won't be able to help it. And then when you get over to the business, you'll be able to filter through all the fakers that are on the business side. You'll filter through all the fakers. You'll filter through all of them because they will still speak debt. Welcome. Life after debt. If you are in chapter 13, if you're thinking about chapter 13, come see me first. Yes, I charge a fee. Yes, I don't want you to be mistaken. Yes. I also you can email me at DebtAintMyDaddy@gmail.com. Set up a free 30-minute consultation. Email me your kind of a little brief overview of what you want to speak to me about so we can get straight to it inside of the free consultation. I have a donation link. If I'm helping you, you can even tell me. You don't have to donate, but I'm saying if you like what I'm sharing, please feel free to donate. I know there's no set amount, and write a note on how I helped you. It helps me help others. It really does. It really does, and it shows that what I'm sharing is working. It's helping people. Because debt is personal. A lot of debt is personal and emotional, and you might not want to just jump in and hear what I got to say. Because even when I tell these, it's overwhelming. When I share this, what people have to do, it's overwhelming, right? Maybe you want to take baby steps. Hey, I need help to get out of this. I have a phone plan that I joined with somebody. Now, if I get them off, they're not going to pay for this phone. And then I have ways out of all that. I can create a plan on how to get out of that. Anything you're in, I have a plan for it. Please subscribe if you like. Hit the reminder button when I post. I appreciate it all. And I want to make sure I let people know that I appreciate those of you that comment, that email me, let me know I helped them. That's all appreciated. All of it. This is my passion. You see, I make videos daily, sometimes 2 or 3 a day, spitting off the top of the dome like it's nothing. I feel like a rapper, a very old rapper. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful Saturday. That's another thing. Once you're debt free, I totally forget about what day it is. I don't even really care the day or the time unless I have an appointment. That's weird. That's another subject. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful Saturday. I appreciate you all. Thank you for participating. The Beauty Jock, Fred. Who else? Did anybody else jump in there? Let me see. Oh, Ill Wills. All right. Appreciate you all. You guys have a wonderful day. All right. Share this video. Even share it with somebody that you know is not going to like what I have to say. Share with them all. I want you to hear I want you to pay attention to their responses to what I'm saying. Okay. I want you to pay it. Don't say nothing to them. Just listen to their responses to my videos. Okay. All right. All right. You too. You too, the beauty jock. Have a good day. All right. Bye-bye.